I went through all of them in a matter of days. I just thought they were incredible. I mean, it was this futuristic Joan of Arc, and I also loved how, I mean, it's hard to say true about something that's in the future because we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but when you look at what's on reality television and just kind of history repeating itself, it's actually incredibly relevant. I thought it was a very important story to be told. When we first meet Katniss, she lives in District 12, which is a poor district, but she hunts, and she loves the forest, she loves the woods, she loves her little sister, and she's got a pretty great life under the circumstances. She's happy, she likes to hunt, and then she gets, her little sister, who's 12, gets chosen for the Hunger Games. Her strength, I'm always finding myself drawn to strong characters, probably because I want to be like that, but I mean, this is a girl that has the world placed on her shoulders. She's one of the first people to stand up to the Capitol, and I think that people see that strength and see. I mean, it's a messed up world. It was about time somebody did it. But she's a young girl, and she didn't play their games. She didn't make anybody her enemy, really. She started a revolution, and that's scary. Josh Hutcherson plays Peeta, and it could not be a better match. I mean, he is Peeta. He can charm the world with 3 sentences. He's also one of the funniest people I've ever met. And yeah, it was like being 12 years old at work every day with him. He's great. I mean, he's Peeta. He's charming. There's nothing you can't like about him. He can always find the positive situation in everything. Gale is played by Liam Hemsworth, and he's just this huge, he's giant, and he's so sweet and nice. He's a gentle giant and also hilarious. Cinna is played by Lenny Kravitz, one of my very dear friends. He's awesome, and he's so perfect for this part because Lenny has just such a gentle persona where he just makes everybody comfortable, which is hard to do when you're a huge rock star and everybody knows who you are. But he has this ability of just making everybody feel very comfortable, and he's very gentle. And Cinna has that ability to make somebody feel comfortable. I had one scene with Donald Sutherland, and I will remember it for the rest of my life. He is remarkable. I mean, he sent cold chills down my spine. He's very funny and nice and a great guy, but as soon as that man speaks as President Snow or is acting, I mean, it was chilling. Gary Ross is directing the Hunger Games, and that couldn't have been a better pick. He's incredible to work with. He's brilliant, but he's also nice and easygoing and funny and all of these great things. But he really understands the depth of the movie and the theme of the movie and the feel of it. And he knows exactly what he wants. And fortunately, exactly what he wants is exactly what's right for the movie. And he's great with communicating with cameras and lights, but he's also great with communicating with actors. So he can be very, very technical, but he can also be emotional at the same time. I was starstruck by the Mockingjay pen. That was the most kind of shocked and excited I had been about seeing something in a movie, because it's honestly, it's like being starstruck. It's such a famous, I mean, it's the start of the revolution. It's everything of the games. And then you see it and you're like, of course that's what it looks like. It's just this kind of gold round, very small, with the Mockingjay, which is exactly what you would imagine the Mockingjay looking like. And and an arrow going through it. And it was an honor to wear that. It was really cool. I got a running coach, and then I also did stunt training. So I wall climbs and vaults and jumps and all sorts of stuff. I had archery for many weeks, and yeah, it was rough, but it was fun. I talked to Suzanne after I got the part on the phone when I was still in England, and it was so incredible, because this is, I mean, I'm her biggest fan. I love those books so much. I'm obsessed with them. But, and it was just so, because, of course, all of the things that people are saying, they're in my head, too, about being too old and being blonde, even though I was going to dye my hair. And all of these things, they get to me, too, because that's how I imagine the character. But hearing it from the woman who created, Katniss herself, I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders, and I know you can do it, and all of these things. Just it gave me the boost that I needed. The sets of the movie are remarkable. I mean, the Capitol sets are unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it, which is very helpful in your character, because I do feel like I'm just in a wonderland all the time, and they're truly remarkable. Even in the woods and even in my house back at District 12, just truly perfect. Better than you could have imagined in the book. I always got so excited when we got to Charlotte every time we would start a new Capitol scene, like in the apartment or in the bedroom or in the train, like everything, because you cannot even imagine what it's going to look like. I'm a huge fan of the books along with everybody else, so I think that the thing I'm most looking forward to, and what I think everybody else should look forward to, is that it's these characters in these stories, the story that we've fallen so in love with, it's come to life, but it's come to life in a better way that we could have possibly imagined it. And yeah, I don't think there is one part of it that disappoints me, or that I think we should have touched on more, or maybe left out, or anything. I think that it's the book, but it's bigger and better than we pictured it in our heads when we were reading.